guys, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and we're continuing our series about meeting the ball pythons we've decided to keep or own or buy, and this is one that I really wanted to share with you. This is Eris. Eris is pretty cool. She's kind of hit that 900 gram wall for females, you know, so to speak. They usually hit between 700 and 1100 grams. So it's breeding season. She's too small to breed, but basically what's happening is she's still not eating, just like if she was being bred, although it's too risky for me to breed her, and she'll go back on food here very soon. That's kind of just how it always works when in the middle of this. But she is one that was hatched here. As a matter of fact, to get you the exact numbers, she was the first clutch of 2016, and not just that, this was the first baby of 2016, which wasn't her first year of production, but I always kind of like to keep the first one. I don't always get to do it, but boy, if I can justify it, then the first one's going to get to stay. Let me tell you, she was a Calico to Champagne clutch, and we had a really hard time identifying a lot of those, but she had the best ringer, and like a lot of the babies that I had a ringer or a partial ringer, but I just loved that, so I knew right away that she was my keeper. And after a few sheds, I even thought that she probably doesn't have Calico. She's probably just a really nice Champagne with a ringer. I mean, we'll see when we breed her out. It's kind of a hard thing to identify. I don't care if she has Calico or not, because she's so cool. And I didn't have any snakes. Where are you going, girlie? With the ringer. And I always wanted one that had a ringer. So when I hit that, I was like, oh, and look, it's almost a double. It comes clear through. So this is our first ringer we ever produced or I've ever had. And I just love her for that, because of the oddity. You know, I mean, it's not that uncommon, and Champagne is known to do ringers. Her mom doesn't have any, so we weren't really expecting it, and we got a ton of them. But that was by far the best. The thing about Eris is she was one of the grumpier ones for that clutch. She still can be kind of grumpy sometimes, but once you get her out and you let her start running around, she kind of gets pretty curious and begins to explore. But she's one on first touch. She's kind of will huff at me and hiss at me, and it's kind of pissy a little bit, but once she's out, she's good. Kurt, what do you think of this snake?
I think the ringer is pretty cool. We don't have any other snake that's like that.
The reason I'm chuckling is because every time I do anything with Champagne, I always ask Kurt. He tries to be so diplomatic and find something nice to say. Truth be told, Kurt hates this gene. This is his least favorite gene that we keep, and I love Champagne, so I enjoy working with it. And I'm always like, oh, let's do this. He's like, God damn, Matt's keeping another Champagne. And I kept this. He's like, really? What are you going to do with that? And I'm like, oh, tons. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. So he just kind of humors me. So Eris is definitely more one that I wanted to keep, more so than him. But he does agree at least the ringer is cool. That's the best he can say. Privately, he always says, Champagne looks like you went out and threw it in a mud puddle and rolled it around in there for a while. And I don't get that. I think they're just beautiful. I really like the colors. I even like the kind of ghosted pattern that she has. Altogether, this is a really, really cool snake. Oh, look, she's touching you, Kurt. How do you like that? I'm just going to help film. So, Eris is most likely just a straight Champagne. She might be a Champagne Calico. My plan with her is to put something with pastel to her. I don't know what yet, simply because I can't put anything with Spider to. Remember, Spider's lethal with Champagne. So Champagne is very limited in what I can breed. Champagne is also lethal in a super form, so I can't breed Champagne to Champagne. So one thing we've always done is we've only kept females. And we've kind of stuck to our guns on that. And this last year we hatched a Champagne Blitz, which was listed on World's Ball Python as the world's first. It was the first one we knew about anyway, for sure. I ended up selling it because it was a male. I just don't keep male Champagne. Reason being, I don't want to ever cross the supers or anything like that, or ever get the notion that I think maybe I can do it when other people have failed, because I don't think it can be done. So we only keep the girls. But, man, I love these. And I love her mom. Actually, they had a chance to sell her mom back to the original owner, and I refused. It's because she's great. And this snake is great. I don't know how you hate this thing, Kurt. How do you dislike this?
It's just the pattern.
Oh, the pattern is so funky, the color is so neat, and that ringer, again, just beautiful. But she'll probably go to pastel, and the reason I want to put her to something with pastel is it'll do a few things. One, if I hit a pastel calico, it's pretty obvious, so it'll really kind of show what's going on, and it'll confirm whether the calico's there or not. And again, I don't think the calico's there, but that would be how I'd find out pretty easy. And on top of that, I think Champagne and pastel play together really, really nice. And then you get the Champagne calico pastels. Just look one of those up. They're crazy looking. So that would be what I'd hope to eventually produce either way. So that's kind of where that is. All right, Kurt, any more questions about our girl Eris?
Nope.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. And this is like first one that we've shown you. That was one that we produced. So that's pretty cool. Again, just get her some good light. I just love that. I can't help it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll hop off of here and just quit talking about how great she is, even though Kurt hates her.